Great to have you with us. In our first story, keeping border and boundary disagreements from escalating. This afternoon, Ghana is taking steps to further prevent worsening of disputes with its neighbors in Togo after it emerged the country's borders with the neighbor are not well demarcated. Head of Security Desk, Gifty Andapia, is with the team and joins us with details. Gifty, so what is the situation on the ground?
Well, Daniel, what this trip is, if I could start from there, is to organize an audit, as the Boundary Commission's head calling it, an audit of our the positioning of the pillars that demarcate where Ghana's lands end and where Togo's lands end. We went to check on these things and to talk to the people who live in the community. So what happened earlier was that the chief of the traditional area, it's called the Leklebi traditional area, had sent a petition to which he had copied the DCE, he had copied other authorities, indicating that they needed some intervention to clear out the boundary areas. So the concern he raises is that these people are farmers, but the communities are very close. You wouldn't know, but the Leklebi traditional area sits very close to a community called Kame-Sonu, which is in Togo, and it's just a step away from each other. So apparently there may be some avenue for misunderstanding, because in the minds of the people, there are areas that belong to the Togolese. In the minds of the people, there are areas that belong to the Ghanaians. But there are clear international boundaries that demarcate the two countries apart. So what the Commission is here to do is to review these demarcations and to clearly lay them out, but they will be working in collaboration with their Togolese counterparts. So today when we went out to review or to check out these pillars and whether they've been tampered with or not, there was a Togolese official who was sent to join the team to go out and to look at where our pillars are, just to be sure that this is where Ghana's land ends, this is where Togo's land ends. Now, we are done with that review at the moment, and the Brigadier General has been meeting with the traditional authorities of the Leklebi areas who have a host of concerns that they have listed. And that is the situation at the moment, Daniel.
What are some of the concerns that the people of Leklebi have been raising, Gifty?
Well, they indicated that there had been, first of all, they wanted the borders to be open, which is a different conversation altogether. The borders that have been closed because of COVID-19. They wanted that the borders be open because they were complaining about how their children are unable to go to school, and because these are for the community to get fit.
Right. Gifty and Andapia there joining us from the Ghana-Togo border, specifically the Leklebi traditional area. Unfortunately, we do have a slight challenge with the telephone lines. We will try and re-establish that connection with her and get the full gamut of what the issues are over there. Now, the National Coordinator of the Ghana Boundary Commission, Brigadier General Emmanuel Kotia, is touring the area. He's leading that delegation and he's engaging these communities, as you heard Gifty speak of there. Let's hear him now.
We want to ensure that there will never be a dispute coming out of boundary pillars between Ghana and its neighbors. And that is why that is the main object of the Ghana Boundary Commission. And we're going to ensure that that is applied to the latter. The exercise that we have come to conduct in your districts, I must say your district is very fortunate to have received, and you're one of the first districts that we have come. We will be going on the ground today. We will finally assess the situation. I've been given a brief about how it looks like. But it looks like there is no major problem so far as our fiscal markings on the ground are concerned. We also use this opportunity to do community sensitization on the work of the Boundary Commission and how communities living along the Ghana boundary, Ghana borders, should live cordially with their neighbors. After all, if you look at our customs and traditions, we've lived cordially with the Togolese for a very long time. There's no need for us to have any problems so far as boundary issues are concerned. So in the long run, this is what we're going to do.
Gipti Handoapia has rejoined us on the line. Let's wrap up that conversation with her. So, Gipti, beyond the closure of the borders, are there any other concerns that these people raise?
Daniel, so yes, I do have these concerns that are mainly about the boundaries, and I hope that you don't lose me again. Which is that one of them is they said that there were even instances where there were cases, there were contentions over identity, because they felt at the point that they were in between countries. They felt they didn't belong. They neither belong to Togo nor belong to Ghana, because when they go to Togo, you are not accepted as a Togolese. When you come to Ghana, you are not accepted as a Ghanaian. So they wanted those cleared out. And I think those are fairly cleared out. And Daniel, if you remember our maritime issue with Cote d'Ivoire, it arrived because, of course, there has been the discovery of some oil find in that area. So what are the significance of these things, which the traditional leaders are hoping that we can use, that when there are any discoveries in these areas and there are no clear demarcation of who belongs to who, it is likely to create problems. But the Civil Commission has been responding. They are telling the chief, the traditional, that they should take care of cases with responsibility, fight or quarrel with their police over demarcation. Telling them that they should leave that work to the commission, to the boundary commission, to do that work. So that is one of the things that they were very particular about.
Right, Gipti, thank you very much for bringing us those updates from the border.